A simple penny tucked away in a drawer could be your golden ticket to a fortune. Yes, you heard that right. A 1988 Lincoln penny without a mint mark has stunned collectors and experts alike, with some specimens valued at up to a staggering $3 million. But how is that possible? And could you be sitting on one of these hidden treasures? Stay with me because, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how this unassuming coin could change your life forever. Now, before you dismiss this as just another too-good-to-be-true story, let me paint you a picture. Back in 1988, these pennies entered circulation like any other coin. People used them to buy gum, pay for parking, and toss them into fountains while making a wish. Little did they know, some of these pennies had a secret that would only be uncovered decades later. This wasn't just any penny. It was a coin so rare and valuable that it's rewriting the rules of coin collecting. So, what makes the 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? The answer lies in its origin story. Coins are typically stamped with a mint mark to indicate where they were made, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But these pennies lack that vital detail. Why? That's the million-dollar question. Was it a mistake at the mint? A deliberate act? Or perhaps a cosmic twist of fate? While experts debate, one thing's clear: these pennies are exceedingly rare. And in the world of collectibles, rarity is king. Now, let's talk numbers because I know that's what you're here for. In recent years, these no-mint mark pennies have fetched jaw-dropping sums at auctions. The record-breaking sale: $3 million. Imagine what that kind of money could do for your life. Pay off debts. Travel the world. Invest in your dream business. That's the kind of opportunity we're talking about here, but wait. Don't go digging through your penny jar just yet. There are specific characteristics you need to identify. The coin's date, design details, and, most importantly, its condition are all critical. A pristine, uncirculated penny will command a much higher value than one that's worn and scratched. And here's the kicker: there are counterfeits out there. Yes, even pennies are not immune to forgery. So, how can you ensure your coin is the real deal? I'll get to that shortly. But first, let's shift gears for a moment. Have you ever wondered why some people strike it rich while others miss out on opportunities right under their noses? It's not luck, it's awareness. The truth is, millions of these pennies were minted, but only a handful have been discovered. Why? Because most people don't know what to look for. They dismiss their old coins as worthless. But not you. You're here because you're ready to seize this opportunity. And let me tell you, fortune favors the informed. Now, back to that cliffhanger I promised. How can you tell if your 1988 penny is the elusive no-mint mark treasure? The first step is simple: examine the date. If it reads 1988 and there's no mint mark below the year, you might have struck gold. But that's not all. Flip the coin over. Inspect the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Subtle design variations can significantly impact the coin's value. And here's a pro tip: invest in a magnifying glass. Sometimes, the smallest details hold the biggest secrets. Speaking of secrets, let me share one more with you. The market for rare coins is booming right now. Collectors are paying top dollar to complete their collections, and competition is fierce. This creates a sense of urgency. If you've got one of these pennies, don't wait. Get it appraised by a trusted expert. You'll want to work with a professional who understands the nuances of coin grading and valuation, and here's where things get even more exciting. Imagine bringing your coin to auction and watching the bids climb higher and higher. Picture the gavel slamming down as the auctioneer declares you the seller of a multi-million-dollar penny. It's not just a dream, it's a possibility. But only if you take action. So, what's the next step? Start by gathering your coins and examining them closely. Don't underestimate what you might find. Remember, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is often just a small detail. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, don't worry. You're not alone on this journey. Resources, experts, and even communities of collectors are ready to guide you every step of the way. In closing, let me leave you with this thought. Life-changing opportunities don't come around often. But when they do, they're rarely wrapped in flashing lights and neon signs. Sometimes, they're hidden in the most unexpected places, like a penny jar. The question is, will you recognize it when you see it? The 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be your ticket to a new chapter of wealth and possibility. So, go ahead. Check your change. Your future might just be waiting for you in the palm of your hand, where we uncover the hidden treasures that could change your life. Today, we're diving into the story of the 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin so valuable that one recently sold for an astonishing $2.8 million. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Let's find out. Picture this: you're digging through an old jar of pennies, and there it is. An unassuming coin from the year 2000. At first glance, it looks like any other penny, but this one is different. This one could be your golden ticket to financial freedom. Why? Because it's missing something crucial, a mint mark. And that small detail makes all the difference. Now, before you dismiss this as just another internet myth, let me explain. A mint mark is a tiny letter on a coin that indicates where it was produced. Most 2000 pennies have a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But the no-mint mark Lincoln penny? It's an anomaly, and anomalies in the coin world often mean big money. Why is this penny worth up to $2.8 million? It's a combination of rarity, condition, and demand. Only a handful of these coins exist, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. Imagine the excitement of holding something so rare that it could instantly make you a millionaire. But don't get too comfortable yet, there's more to the story. Let's talk about what makes this coin so valuable. First, the absence of a mint mark isn't a mistake. It's a historical quirk. In 2000, the Philadelphia Mint produced these pennies without a mint mark, making them incredibly rare. But rarity alone doesn't determine value. Condition is key. Coins in pristine condition, known as MS-70 grade, fetch the highest prices. So, if your penny has scratches or discoloration, its value could decrease significantly. But even in lesser conditions, this penny is worth far more than its face value. Here's where the urgency kicks in. Coins like these don't stay on the market for long. Collectors are snapping them up faster than you can say, Lincoln penny. And with each passing year, their value only increases. Think about it, what's more finite than something that's no longer being produced? But wait. How do you know if your penny is the real deal? This is where things get exciting. Take a close look at your 2000 penny. Is there no mint mark under the date? Congratulations, you've passed the first test. Now, grab a magnifying glass and inspect the coin's surface. Look for sharp details and a flawless finish. If you're unsure, a professional coin grader can authenticate it for you. And trust me, it's worth the investment. You might be wondering, what's next? Well, once you've verified your penny's authenticity and condition, it's time to sell. But don't just list it on any old auction site. High-value coins like this deserve a premium platform. Look for reputable coin dealers or major auction houses. They have the expertise and connections to get you the best price. Remember, you're not just selling a coin, you're offering a piece of history. Here's a humorous thought to break the tension. Imagine handing this penny to a cashier for a pack of gum. That's a $2.8 million pack of gum. It's absurd, but it's a reminder of how easy it is to overlook hidden value. As we near the end, let's address the fear of missing out. What if someone else finds a 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny before you do? What if you have one sitting in a jar, gathering dust? The clock is ticking, and every moment you delay is an opportunity lost. Don't be the person who hears about these coins and does nothing. Be the one who takes action, who turns curiosity into wealth. Now, here's your cliffhanger. We've talked about the 2000 no-mint mark penny, but did you know there's another penny out there, even rarer, that could be worth even more? Stick around for our next video, where we'll reveal its secrets and show you how to find it. Until then, happy hunting. And remember, every penny counts, but some pennies count a whole lot more. Imagine finding a simple penny in your pocket that could change your life forever. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny that's worth not $1, not $1,000, but up to $2 million. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Could you already have this golden ticket hiding in plain sight? When was the last time you really looked at your loose change? For most of us, pennies are just pennies. But every so often, one of them breaks the mold and becomes a treasure. And that's exactly the case with the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Here's what makes this penny so special. Coins minted without a mint mark are usually struck at the Philadelphia Mint. That alone isn't unusual. But what makes this coin different is its rarity in pristine condition, and the frenzy it's creating among collectors. Some have called it the Cinderella story of modern coins. Now, imagine this, you're holding a coin that could change your family's financial future. But do you even know what to look for? Stick with me, because in just a moment, I'll reveal how to spot this rare penny and what could make it worth up to $2 million. Not all 2013 pennies are created equal. The difference between a penny worth 1 cent and one worth millions lies in the details. Collectors are obsessed with pennies that have no scratches, no wear, and no discoloration. In the world of coin grading, this is called MS-70 or Mint State 70, absolute perfection, but here's where things get exciting. Even if your coin isn't perfect, it could still fetch an incredible sum. Some 2013 no-mint mark pennies in slightly lower grades have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Now, before you start rating every couch cushion and piggy bank in sight, let's take a breather. Remember, not all pennies are winners. Otherwise, we'd all be millionaires, right? So, how do you figure out if you're holding on to a fortune? It's all about knowing what collectors are looking for. Coming up, I'll reveal the exact steps to identify if your 2013 penny is the jackpot coin everyone's hunting for. Now, let's talk specifics. The first thing you'll need is a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Look for the following: a clear, 2013 date with no mint mark below it, crisp, clean edges with no signs of wear. A shiny, unblemished surface that reflects light perfectly. Next, consider getting your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade could skyrocket your coin's value in the eyes of collectors, but here's the urgent part: the market for rare coins is hot right now, and collectors are paying top dollar. Waiting too long could mean missing out on this incredible opportunity. It's like selling stocks at their peak. Timing is everything. Imagine selling your 2013 no-mint mark penny and suddenly having the financial freedom to retire early, buy your dream home, or secure your children's future. That's the power of one tiny coin. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change jar, search your drawers, and inspect those forgotten piggy banks. You could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. And who knows? Maybe the next time we talk about a multi-million-dollar penny, it'll be your story we're telling. Don't let this chance slip through your fingers. The clock is ticking. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered if it could change your life? Well, today, we're diving into a story that could do just that. Imagine a penny so rare and so valuable that it could be worth up to $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single 2014 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could be your golden ticket. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin is so special and how to check if you have one hiding in plain sight. Let's begin with Act 1, the discovery. Picture this: it's 2014, and millions of Lincoln pennies are rolling off the presses at the United States Mint. But, in an unexpected twist, a small batch of these pennies is produced without the signature mint mark. Typically, pennies minted in Philadelphia lack a mint mark, but this specific error occurred on a batch intended for Denver or San Francisco distribution. This rare oversight turned an otherwise ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Now, you might be thinking, so what? It's just a penny, right? Wrong. This tiny detail, or lack thereof, makes this penny extraordinarily rare. And as every collector knows, rarity drives value. But hold that thought, because we're just getting started. Act 2, The Rise of Value. As the years passed, collectors began to uncover these no-mint-mark pennies. At first, they were merely a curiosity, selling for a few dollars here and there. But as word spread about their scarcity, demand skyrocketed. What started as a small market buzz soon became a frenzy, with collectors willing to pay more and more to own a piece of this numismatic history. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you checked your loose change? Seriously, take a moment to think about it. That jar of pennies on your shelf might be worth a fortune. It's like playing the lottery, but the ticket is already in your pocket. And here's the kicker, not every 2014 penny is created equal. There are specific markers that make this coin truly valuable. In just a moment, I'll reveal how you can identify these markers and potentially cash in on your find. But before we get there, let's talk about why this coin is so significant. This isn't just about money, it's about history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of the hunt. Collectors aren't just buying coins, they're buying stories, legacies, and dreams. And when a coin as rare as the 2014 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny surfaces, it's like striking gold in your backyard. Exciting, isn't it? Now, on to Act 3, the treasure hunt. Here's where it gets really interesting. If you have a 2014 Lincoln penny, the first thing you'll want to do is check for a mint mark. Flip the coin over and look beneath the date. If there's no mint mark, you might just have a winner. But don't celebrate just yet. Condition matters. Coins graded as MS-68 or higher by professional grading services fetch the highest prices. That's the difference between a few $100s and a life-changing $1.80 million. And here's a pro tip, look for clean surfaces, sharp details, and no signs of wear. The better the condition, the higher the value. If you think you've got a valuable penny, get it appraised by a reputable coin dealer or send it to a grading service. Time is of the essence here. As more of these coins are discovered, their value could shift. Don't let procrastination cost you a fortune. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought. Every year, countless coins pass through our hands, unexamined and underestimated. But sometimes, the smallest things hold the greatest potential. That penny you toss aside today could be the key to a brighter tomorrow. So, check your change, dig through those old jars, and start your treasure hunt now. And remember, the 2014 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny is just one of many rare coins out there. Subscribe to this channel for more tips, insights, and stories that could help you turn your spare change into serious cash. Who knows? Your next discovery might be worth millions. Penny in your hand, just a single, ordinary coin. But what if I told you that this penny, one of the most unassuming objects in your pocket, could be worth $1.6 million? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true, and today, I'm going to reveal exactly why the 2016 mint-mark Lincoln penny is a coin you need to keep your eyes on. But before you run off to check your change jar, stay with me because I'll show you how this rare coin can change your life. That we all know the Lincoln penny. It's a coin that's been a part of American currency for decades. But did you know that not all Lincoln pennies are created equal? While most of us pass them by without a second thought, some of these pennies are actually worth a fortune, and the 2016 mint-mark Lincoln penny is one of them. It all starts in 2016, a year when something unusual happened. You see, there was a significant error in the minting process that resulted in a small batch of these pennies being produced in a way that's extremely rare, and these coins can be worth a lot. How much? Well, let's just say they could put a few zeros in your bank account. Now, I can already hear some of you saying, but it's just a penny. How could it be worth anything close to that? I get it, you might be skeptical. But let me assure you, the world of rare coins is full of surprises. And trust me, this penny is no exception. So what makes the 2016 D Lincoln penny so special? Well, it all comes down to the minting error that occurred with the D mint mark. Some of these coins were struck with a die that caused an unusual feature, something you'd barely notice unless you were an expert. But for those who know what to look for, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, and this discovery could be the key to a windfall. You might be thinking, okay, so I know it's rare, but how rare is it? Well, here's where the excitement builds. Not all 2016 D pennies are valuable, but the ones that have the error, they're the ones you want to look out for. If you find one, you could be holding a coin worth anywhere from a few $100s to over $1 million. Yes, you heard me right, $1 million, but here's the kicker, these pennies are so rare that they don't show up every day. So, the clock is ticking. Every time someone else finds one of these, your chances of owning one drop. The question is, do you want to be the one who missed out, or will you take action today? Now, you might be thinking, how in the world did someone figure out a penny was worth that much? I mean, it's not like you're going to see a coin pop up on your phone with a "breaking news, rare penny discovered" banner, right? But that's the beauty of it. People like you, everyday people, are finding these rare coins and turning them into life-changing sums of money. And trust me, you don't need to be a coin expert to do the same. Let's talk about what happens next. If you find this 2016 D mint mark Lincoln penny, what do? First, make sure you don't just spend it on a cup of coffee or toss it into your jar with the rest of your spare change. This coin could be worth significantly more than you think. Here's the important part, this isn't something you want to sit on for too long. Coins like this don't come by every day. In fact, as the years go by, these rare pennies are only going to get harder to find, and their value will continue to rise. So, now is the time to act. If you have one of these rare coins, don't let it slip through your fingers. Sell it, or even better, hold on to it as a long-term investment. The demand for rare pennies is growing, and who knows, this one penny could be the key to the wealth you've been dreaming about. But hold on a second. I'm not just going to leave you hanging with the "find a penny, get rich" story. Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'm going to reveal exactly where you can find a 2016 D mint mark Lincoln penny and what you need to look for to identify if you have one in your possession. Now, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with the step-by-step guide to spotting these pennies in your change, and how to cash in on your discovery. But first, let me ask you this, would you risk everything on just one penny? What if I told you that finding one could lead you to a completely different lifestyle? We'll dive into that in just a minute. The world of rare coins is waiting for you. Whether you've been collecting for years or you're just starting, these pennies could be your golden ticket. If you're serious about turning your old coins into a fortune, keep an eye out for this 2016 D Lincoln penny. Have you ever wondered if you could turn your pocket change into a small fortune? What if I told you that a single penny, minted in 2017, could be worth up to $1.3 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick with me for the next few minutes, because I'm about to reveal the secrets behind this astonishing coin's value and why you might be sitting on a hidden treasure right now. Let's start from the beginning. The 2017 D Lincoln penny isn't just any coin. Most of us think of pennies as worthless, just a small piece of copper that takes up space in your wallet or jar. But what if I told you that something as humble as a penny could change your life? The story begins in 2017, when the U.S. Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies, but only a select few have a special mint mark that makes them incredibly valuable. We're talking about the 2017 D penny, yes, the one with the Denver mint mark. You might be thinking, okay, it's a penny, who cares? But what if I told you that a simple error in the minting process turned some of these pennies into rare treasures worth millions? Intrigued yet? Don't worry, we're just getting started. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Most 2017 D pennies were struck perfectly, but a rare few were struck with a die clash error. This means the coin has two different designs that overlap in a unique way. For those who know the value of rare coins, this makes it one of the most sought-after pennies in circulation. A collector walking into a coin shop, scanning through dozens of pennies, and stopping at the one with the die clash error. Immediately, the price skyrockets. It's worth up to $1.3 million, yes, million, with an M. Imagine having one of these tucked away in your drawer, and one day, a buyer comes along offering you a life-changing amount of money, but here's the catch, you have to know what to look for. These coins are rare, but they aren't always easy to spot. That's why it's crucial to check your change, search through your collections, and act fast. You could be just one lucky find away from cashing in, but don't get too comfortable. Because here's the truth, the window of opportunity is closing fast. As collectors and investors get wind of this coin's value, they're scooping them up left and right. The moment you hesitate, that opportunity might slip through your fingers. So, how do you know if you have a 2017 die clash penny on your hands? First, check the mint mark. If it's from the Denver Mint, you're already on the right track. But here's where it gets tricky, not every 2017 penny is worth a fortune. It has to have the specific error. Look closely at the design and look for signs of overlapping features or misprints. If you spot one, you might just have a goldmine, but wait, what's the one thing you should do if you think you found one of these pennies? Get it professionally graded. Why? Because a penny that's in top condition and certified as authentic will always fetch a higher price. That I know, it sounds like you're getting a bit of a headache just thinking about it, right? But trust me, the potential payoff makes it worth the extra step. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. What if I told you that the 2017 die clash penny isn't the only rare coin worth millions? There's a whole world of rare pennies out there, just waiting to be discovered, and the secrets to finding them are closer than you think. But before we dive into that, I need to ask you one important question. Are you ready to turn your pennies into a fortune? Stay tuned, because in the next part of this video, I'm going to reveal other rare pennies that could be worth thousands, even millions, and I'll show you exactly where to find them. You won't want to miss it. So, what are you waiting for? Check your pennies, get them graded, and start cashing in. If you liked this video and want to learn more about how to spot rare coins, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss the next video, where I'll share even more insider secrets to help you sell your rare coins for life-changing money. Remember, wealth is often closer than you think. It all starts with the right knowledge and a little bit of luck. Will you be the one to turn your pennies into a fortune? I believe you can. Stay tuned. Reveal how a seemingly ordinary coin can change your life forever. Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're talking about a coin you might have lying around right now, the 2019 no mint mark Lincoln penny. And it could be worth up to $1 million. Stick with me until the end, because you won't believe the twist this story is about to take. Imagine this, you're sorting through your old coins, and there it is, a 2019 Lincoln penny. You barely give it a second thought. After all, it's only a few years old. But what if I told you that this small, seemingly insignificant coin has the potential to change everything for you? It's easy to overlook, right? Most people do. But the 2019 no mint mark penny is no ordinary penny. It's one of the rarest coins on the market today. Minted with no mark to indicate where it was made, it could be worth an astonishing amount of money. But why? Well, here's where the story gets interesting. Let's dive into the details of this rare coin and uncover how its true value skyrocketed in recent years. The 2019 no mint mark Lincoln penny was first discovered by eagle-eyed collectors when they realized something was off. Normally, every penny minted in the United States carries a small mint mark to tell you where it was made, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But this particular batch of pennies came with no mint mark at all. At first, nobody really knew what it meant. People thought it was a mistake, just a printing error that would be worth a few bucks at most. But as time passed, experts started to realize that this was no mistake. It was an extremely rare variation of a coin that no one expected. And the more they researched, the more they realize just how valuable this penny could become. Now, before you get too excited, let me stop you right here. You may be wondering, is this penny really worth $1 million? Well, let me just say this, it has sold for upwards of $1 million at auction. Yes, you heard that correctly. But there's a catch, finding one in excellent condition is rare, and that's where the real treasure lies. What would you do if you found one of these? Would you hold on to it, hoping it'll grow in value? Or would you cash in and let it change your life forever? The decision is yours, but here's where things get even more interesting. Not all 2019 no-mint mark pennies are created equal. The value varies based on condition, rarity, and even the tiniest imperfections. Some may only be worth a few $100s, but others can fetch life-changing sums of money. By the way, if you're looking for that $1 million penny in your couch cushions, you might be in for a bit of a disappointment. But hey, you never know. Maybe that long-lost penny is just waiting to make you a fortune. Now that we know how rare and valuable this penny can be, let's talk about how to tell if your 2019 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is worth more than just face value. You found your 2019 no-mint mark penny. Now, how do you know if it's worth a small fortune? First, check its condition. Coins in mint condition can be worth far more than those that are worn or damaged. A coin with a clear, sharp image and no visible wear is the holy grail. Next, look for any signs of doubling or other errors that may have occurred during the minting process. These imperfections can make your penny even more valuable. Here's the thing, finding one of these rare pennies is like finding a needle in a haystack. It's not common, and it takes some dedication to track one down. But let me tell you this, if you do find one, don't just sit on it. The market for rare coins is growing fast, and prices are soaring. Now is the time to take action. You might be thinking, I've seen other videos telling me to sell my rare coins, but how do I know when the market is right? Well, the answer is simple, act quickly. There's no time like the present, and you don't want to wait too long. The demand for rare coins is increasing, and who knows how long this gold mine will stay open. But what if I told you there's one thing that could make your 2019 no-mint mark penny even more valuable? I'll reveal that secret in just a moment. You won't want to miss this. The key factor that could push your penny to the $1 million mark is its provenance. That's right. If you can trace the coin's history and show that it's been part of an important collection, its value skyrockets even further. So, if you've got a 2019 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, it might just be time to get it appraised and see what it's truly worth. Now that you know just how valuable this penny can be, it's time to take action. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Start searching your coin collection today, and who knows? Your next $1 million penny might be closer than you think. Remember, the world of rare coins isn't just for collectors, it's for anyone looking to make a big change in their life. And with the right knowledge and strategy, you could be holding the next rare coin worth a fortune. Don't wait, the clock is ticking. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more secrets to unlocking wealth from your coin collection.